Before I get started, yes, the caption is a complete joke. I told people when the Steelers win, which they haven't yet, it's halftime, but let's be real here. The important reps, that's a win for the Steelers. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson playing well. That I would put a caption up like this because there's lots of overreactions to when the Steelers lost their preseason game, so it's a complete joke. But with that being said, tons of positive takeaways for the Steelers. Also glad that Justin Fields wasn't concussed, because when he took that hit on the goal line as a fighter, like when people get up, I instantly watch their legs if they're shaky. So I thought there's something there. Glad there isn't. But Cordell Patterson looked like a younger version of himself. That man doesn't seem to age. Zach Frazier had a very nice block on that play as well, despite, making some miscommunication errors. But preseason, you make the silly errors. That's why the Steelers looked the way they looked in the first two games. And then you had Russell Wilson converting on that third down to Pickens. Also, speaking about George Pickens, he might go for over 1,500 yards this year. I'm so serious, because when we look at him and all the other options at wide receiver, there is a big gap. And even if he's getting double teamed, I think that George Pickens will find a way to get open, or Arthur Smith will find a way to get him open. But yeah, him being the main option, you might not even need to go out and get another guy, because he's going to be taking on a heavy workload, and I think he's ready for it. So super pumped for the year he's about to have. But yeah, the Steelers offense looked just fine, and that's without Jaylen Warren, and that's without Roman Wilson. So this is a really, really big positive for the Steelers. And Arthur Smith, he was never panicking from those first two preseason games. Russell Wilson was never panicking from those first two preseason games. I was a little worried about the O-line, because Russell Wilson's going to need that at this stage of his career. Against Seattle, Russ could just cook no matter what the situation was, but he's a little older now. So yeah, it was good to see that the O-line held up a little better, and I'm sure they'll be fine when the season starts. Just make sure Broderick Jones is healthy, Troy Fautanu will come back, and everything will be all good, and the Steelers will go to the Super Bowl. I'm joking, maybe not. We'll see when the season starts how good they actually are. But let me know what you guys think about the Steelers preseason performance and what's going to happen during that Week 1 game versus Atlanta. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video though, and that is it for me on this one. Peace.